Billions of dollars at stake, countless investors deceived, and a corporate world thriving on loopholes and misinformation. In the center of it all is ESG scores. Companies are making heaps of money, not by adhering to ethical practices, but by exploiting the very system designed to ensure sustainability and integrity. Are you intrigued to know what ESG is and how it's being manipulated to achieve this grand deception? Buckle up as we unravel the truth behind one of the most controversial phenomena in modern finance and business: the truth about ESG scores. What is ESG? ESG stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance. It's a comprehensive framework that allows us to evaluate companies based on their commitment to sustainability, ethical behavior, and good governance. In modern business, ESG scores have become paramount. They are not just a reflection of a company's values, but also an indication of its long-term viability. Investors are looking at ESG scores to make informed decisions, as these scores can offer insights into a company's risk management, innovation, and social responsibility. Regulators too are paying attention, as the global push for sustainable development and ethical business practices grows stronger. Consumers, increasingly aware of the impact their purchases have on the planet, are turning to ESG scores to guide their choices. The shortcomings. But as with any system, ESG has its imperfections. One major issue lies in the proprietary nature of ESG rating methodologies. Different rating agencies have their unique ways of calculating scores, and they often keep these methodologies under wraps. This lack of transparency can lead to confusion and even mistrust. Furthermore, the complexity of environmental, social, and governance factors means that boiling them down to a single score risks oversimplification. How can we compare deforestation with workplace diversity using the same metric? These diverse issues often require individual and nuanced understanding. The lack of standardization adds to this confusion. With reportedly over 600 ESG frameworks and standards globally, even seasoned investors can find themselves bewildered. Is one company's A rating equivalent to another's 5-star score? There's often no clear answer. And let's not forget the inherent risks of relying solely on these scores. In some ways, it mirrors the financial crises we've seen in the past, such as the housing market crash in 2007. An over-reliance on seemingly reliable ratings can lead to major shortcomings, and the ripple effects can be felt across the industry. How companies are misusing ESG scores. The world of ESG is not without its shadows. Greenwashing, a term that's gaining prominence, refers to the practice of companies exaggerating or falsely claiming environmental friendliness. Take, for instance, Company X, which boasted about its eco-friendly packaging, only for investigations to reveal that the materials were sourced unsustainably. But greenwashing is just the tip of the iceberg. Some companies have found ways to manipulate their ESG scores through self-reporting or choosing rating agencies that may provide favorable ratings. Imagine receiving a grade in school, but you get to choose the teacher or even grade yourself. This manipulation goes beyond mere image enhancement. High ESG scores can lead to increased investments and financial gains. There have been instances where companies have leveraged inflated ESG scores to secure funds and market positioning, even when their practices were far from ethical. Critics argue that ESG, in some cases, has become an ideological tool or even financial fraud. Some see it as an attempt to push particular worldviews or as a revenue-generating scheme for ratings companies. These concerns, though debated, cannot be ignored and cast a shadow over the integrity of ESG ratings. The future of ESG. But it's not all gloom and doom. The world is waking up to these challenges, and efforts are being made to standardize and improve ESG ratings. Leading organizations and governments are working towards common standards, aiming to create consistent, comparable, and meaningful information for investors. In a world where social and environmental consciousness is growing, the drive to improve ESG is not just a trend, but a necessity. By embracing transparency, striving for standardization, and acknowledging the complex nature of sustainability, we are paving the way towards a future where ESG scores truly reflect the ethical and sustainable practices of businesses. We began this journey questioning the transparency and reliability of ESG scores, and what we found was both enlightening and concerning. The pursuit of environmental, social, and governance responsibility is essential, but the current system has its flaws. It's a complex world where the very metrics designed to guide us may sometimes lead us astray. But with awareness, collaboration, and a commitment to transparency, we can shape a more responsible future. If you found this insight valuable, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on ESG scores in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation and work towards a more transparent and responsible future together.